Hey guys, Damron here. In today's video, I want to talk about 7 products you can use to help replace plastic in your home. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that button to be notified anytime I post new content related to women's health, hormones, and holistic health. So let's face it, guys, we know that plastic is literally everywhere in our life and it's really hard to avoid. I don't think the goal should ever be to avoid plastic altogether. There are people who are on all kinds of places on this spectrum of, conventional living to like the zero waste, super sustainable people. And I think wherever you are, just trying to do a little bit better is good. We know that plastic is not great for the environment. It sits in landfills for forever. It doesn't do great things for our water and our sea animals, and just not good overall. We also know that it does not do great things for our health either. Plastic has a lot of different chemicals in it that can look like xenoestrogens. So if you're struggling with something like estrogen dominance, we can tell that plastic is definitely a problem with that. There are lots of other different health conditions that plastic is not great for, just from the chemicals and things like that. We also know that we're always trying to reduce our toxic load in our body to help our liver out, our hormones, feel better, less inflammation, less fatty liver, those types of things as well. So I think this conversation is just a place where we all could try to do a little bit better. I am not a zero waste person. I am, again, always trying to strive for better and better, finding reusable containers and ways to be more sustainable and better for my health and the environment. But I also know that I've talked about this before in multiple videos, that I have been in the extremes in my life where I have been really nervous about things and tried to be a whole lot more severe on things than I maybe needed to. And so I've tried to find kind of a middle ground. We're just slowly trying to chip away at this instead of going to the extremes. So I want to, again, preface this video with saying I'm not perfect. This is just stuff that I have used in my life over the last several years to try to get more plastic out of our house. So one of the first things that we started using are the reusable silicone food savers bags. We use so many Ziploc bags, and there's really, you guys, so much research. I'll leave some in the description below of the things that are in our plastic bags that leach into our food. Not good. So we've switched over to using a lot of these different products I'm going to tell you, but one of them has been these silicone bags, and they're really, really helpful. They keep food super fresh. They're easy to use. They're easy to wash. I think a lot of kind of eco-friendly products are kind of cumbersome sometimes, and the more the more throwaway ones like the Ziplocs and stuff are just easier. These ones I find to be very easy to use. The second thing that we do is use the Lunchkins paper sandwich bags. So our kids take these little paper sandwich bags. They have a nice little adhesive on there that you can seal it, and we use those for their sandwiches, for their lunches, and if I'm packing berries or something like that, we'll also use those too, because the silicone ones can be a little bit pricey, and so I don't always love to send them with my kids. I usually use the paper bags instead for the lunches. Number 3, probably the most well-known thing, is to use reusable grocery bags instead of the plastic ones. I am notorious for forgetting these. I've decided I'm going to start putting them in my front seat so that I can remember to grab them, because we have so many plastic bags, like grocery bags, and I do use those for dog poop bags or trash bags for the bathrooms and things like that. I do definitely try to repurpose all of them and not just throw them away the first time, but I really want to be better about that and start using way more of the reusable bags instead of getting plastic grocery bags. Number 4 is silicone straws. So again, we're not striving for perfection here and bringing our silicone straws everywhere we go. But at home and the places where you can and make it convenient, get yourself a pack of the silicone straws. They're great. They come with a little, little tiny brush that you can put in there to wash them out. So that's not an issue. And the kids really like them, actually. I like to drink smoothies through them because they're a little bit wider sometimes. And so we use silicone straws quite often over here. The 5th thing is a pretty simple one. Swap out the plastic water bottles. My kids still love water bottles. They're little hoarders with them. And there's always the team ones or the cool ones or whatever that are plastic. We do have some, but I do definitely try to aim for stainless steel for them for sure, or glass for myself. I love the Stanley big 40-ounce water bottle. It feels like a brick, it's huge, but it has tons and tons, or it holds tons and tons of water or liquid in there, and that's definitely my go-to. I think that they also last longer, they wash in the dishwasher better, all kinds of things. So if you're still using a lot of plastic water bottles, try to switch over to glass or stainless steel. I will also give you guys a caveat that there's a lot of like BPA-free products out there, like the Camelbacks and things like that. They do use the plastic ones, they do use the BPA-free plastic, but that's not the only toxin in plastic. So they have done a lot of research on this too that says that's great that we got bisphenol A out, which is BPA, but there are other ones that are not super ideal for health specifically or the environment either. The next thing you can do if you want kind of a second step up is get the reusable produce bags. So those little like plastic produce bags that you put all your produce in at the grocery store, they actually do have mesh ones of those that you can take into the grocery store, put your produce in, bring them home, and they are great. There are lots of other swaps that you can make. They make, instead of using like Q-tips and things like that, there are reusable ones. You can also, instead of using plastic wrap, they have beeswax wraps that you can wrap your food in. They have bamboo toothbrushes instead of plastic toothbrushes. You truly can find almost every single product that you're using that's plastic. You truly can find a form of that that's going to be in a different, more sustainable, zero waste type of product. So if you're using different things and you're like wondering how to get that out of your house, then Google those products and I promise you that there's a different form of it. So again, I think that starting slow with this is important. We don't need to just throw away all the plastic and rip the Band-Aid off. But I do think that kind of looking, especially I think the grocery bags and the water bottles are two big places that we can make good swaps. And then I think the lunch bags or like Ziplocs are other places that we can do much better. I also think that like for food storage, if you like the Ziploc, like plastic food storage, like hard containers, if you don't want to use like the Stash or silicone bags, you want something that has like more like harder sides and stuff, get like the Pyrex, the glass food storage containers are also awesome. And again, much safer for the microwave. We should never ever microwave plastic because it can leach into our food and it breaks down those chemicals. So again, start slow and just start to kind of see where are we using a lot of these products. A lot of them are in the kitchen. Also, I would say probably your bathroom is the next bet, but I think a lot of them are the kitchen, and that's where they're leaching into our food, and we can probably make the biggest switch and the biggest dial mover for our health. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Again, we're not perfect by any stretch over here, but again, just trying to be better as time goes. I hope this was helpful, and if you have friends and family that are struggling with this, send this video over to them as well. If you want to be more on the inside of my information and education on hormones and holistic health and living and lifestyle, come over to my free Facebook group, Holistic Health with Damron. It's a wonderful, wonderful group of women who are just there to support each other, ask questions. You get access to me. It's a great group, and I would love to have you there as well. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that button to be notified anytime I post new content related to women's health, hormones, or holistic health. I'll see you guys in the next one.